and true parents. A warm and joyful welcome to all of you as we gather today for the Cheonju Blessing Education. We are truly grateful for your presence on this meaningful occasion where we come together in preparation, reflection, and unity for the upcoming blessing. My name is Flor de Lis Zacarias, the BFD staff here in the Philippines, and I will be your MC for today's program. For the basic meeting guidelines, to ensure a smooth and respectful program, may we kindly ask everyone to observe the following guidelines. First, please mute your microphone when you are not speaking. Second, kindly set your Zoom to speaker view for better focus on the program. Third, we encourage everyone to turn on your video as much as possible. And of course, we don't have actually interpretation this time. So fourth, kindly rename yourself accordingly, following the format that will be shown. Showing you now the country code of each country. Please check your country codes. Okay, so for the renaming format instruction, please check the following. For candidates, please rename yourself, country code, and your name. For example, PH dash Flor de Lis Zacarias. And for the BFDs and MS, country code, your position, and your name. For example, TH for Thailand, dash MS matching supporter, that's Jessa Libres. Please take a moment to rename yourself. Okay, so here's the program schedule we have now, the Cheonju Blessing Education. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your cooperation. This moment, on our Cheonju Blessing Education, together with us in the Zoom room, is our Blessed Family Department Directors around Asia Pacific, headed by our Continental Director, Mrs. Dulce Buyayo, all matching supporters, participants, parents, and guests, welcome to our gathering today. May this education inspire and guide each one of us as we prepare for the next chapter of our lives and of your lives. Let us now proceed with a heart of unity and reverence. To begin, let us all prepare ourselves as we sing together the Chinilguk and let us now offer our greetings to our Heavenly Parent and true parents. Today is the third day of the third month of the Heavenly Calendar, 14th year of Chunilguk, April 19, 2026. Let us offer one half bow to our loving Heavenly Parent and true parents. Chunjin Champumanim, Kyongbe. Baro. To formally open our program in prayer, may we invite Miss Sumi Malam to lead us in the opening prayer.
Please join me in prayer. Good afternoon, Heavenly Parents and true parents. Today is a beautiful Sunday, and I would like to officially introduce all these blessing candidates from Asia Pacific to you, that these brothers and sisters are here to ready to commit themselves to you and to ready to build a family centering on you and true parents. And they're ready to go to the blessing next month. Even though in this critical time, there's so many reasons to say no, but they still say yes to you. So I would like to invite you to join our Hyojong Cheonju Blessing Education Seminar today, this afternoon. We wanted to invite you to open our hearts and our mind to receive your message and your wisdom from the speakers today. I pray that you can speak through our speakers with your heart, with your care, and also with your courage to them, so that we can fully understand your hearts and fully understand your wisdom and your word to prepare for this blessing. We know that this is the most important thing to you, that building the ideal family is your ultimate wish and your dream on earth. And we're so grateful and so honored to show that there's brothers and sisters here to ready to support you and fulfill your dream. So I kindly pray that you can guide them, protect them in this preparation for the next blessing. And I'm sure that this will comfort our mother, that she's still in the hospital recovering from her surgery. Thank you. We're here for you and for true parents and for true mother. In attendance of Holy Mother Han with gratitude, I pray in my name, Sumi Malem, together with all the brothers and sisters of a blessed family. Aju.
Aju, aju. Thank you so much, Miss Lam, for that for that heartfelt prayer. To give us words of inspiration and welcome, it is our great honor to hear from someone who has been a guiding figure in supporting families and blessing preparations here in Asia Pacific. Let us all warmly welcome Mrs. Dulce Boyayo, the BFD Continental Director of Asia Pacific, for her welcoming remarks.
Good afternoon. Can you hear me? To all our leaders, how are you? BFD staff, and there are also some parents I saw, and of course, all our blessing participants. Welcome to this Hyojong Cheonju Blessing Education Program this afternoon. True Mother clearly expressed her intention to officiate physically or spiritually this 2026 Speech Day Cheonju Blessing Ceremony, because this is our two mothers' solemn providential determination made before heaven. This is a dedication of her responsibility for the salvation of humanity. So thank you for your unwavering commitment in uniting with True Mother, our Holy Mother Han, in these most trying times. This year's blessing ceremony is not an event that we will hold possible, but really this is a providential responsibility that we must all accomplish. So another point is this blessing ceremony is the first blessing after the Cheonju entrance ceremony. And at this time, our Heavenly Parent is really with us. So I would like to encourage all of you to listen and reflect well from our lecturers' message. And really, let's join together to make this program successful. Thank you so much and good afternoon.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Buyayo, for that welcoming, encouraging message. Thank you po. Let's give a hand to our Tita Dulce. Okay, before we proceed, we will have a group photo to commemorate this Yeojong Cheonju Blessing Education. So please open or turn on your cameras and also smile and prepare for the screenshot. Okay, kindly open po your cameras and please be responsible of your handsome and beautiful faces. Okay. Okay, everyone, let's say Aboji. Aboji. Omonim. 어머님. Okay, 사랑합니다. 사랑합니다. Yes. Thank you so much, everyone, for your participation. It's nice to see you po. So please remain po the video. Don't close it so we can see each other. Okay, again, welcome, welcome, everyone. Thank you so much. Okay, we will now proceed po to our first lecture. So, but before that, may I see a thumbs up or heart react button from your Zoom? Yan, thank you everyone. Or you can also type ready in your chat box. I see. Thank you everyone. So if you have any question along the way, please feel free to send it to our Q&A staff. We have our Q&A staff po. So we can accommodate your questions po. Yes, ready. Thank you po. So, okay, let us now proceed to our first lecture this afternoon. Okay. Our first lecture is entitled Embarking onto the Next Chapter of Our Lives. Oh, okay. So, our first lecture entitled Love, Life. Okay, very sorry, we have some technical problem. Thank you, Kuya Benji. All right, so, okay, again, let's proceed to our first lecture this afternoon entitled Embarking onto the Next Chapter of Our Lives. So, this will guide us in the different we prepare to deliver this lecture. Let us, this is Yo Koiping, the education head of the BFD Asia Pacific.
Thank you, MC. Good afternoon, our Continental Director of BFD Asia Pacific, Mrs. Dulce Buyayo, our Director of BFD Department of Asia Pacific countries, matching supporters, parents, and our precious blessing participants. Good afternoon to you all. In another 10 days, you will be embarking into the next chapter of your life. Are you ready? Congratulations to all of you on making this decision, on embarking on this beautiful journey together. So let me share my screen. Okay. Congratulations and good afternoon. Marriage marks the beginning of a shared adventure filled with love, growth, and countless memories. Stepping into married life is like opening a brand new book where you finally get to write the chapters together. Marriage takes two to sail a successful and victorious married life. It is exciting yet transformative journey. By preparing thoroughly and embracing both joys and challenges, you will surely build a strong and fulfilling union. Today, I'm honored to be invited to share with you these important lectures. Embarking on the next chapter of our life, I'll be sharing about three main purposes of our marriage blessing. This serves as a reminders and review to all of us why we choose this path and what is the purpose of this marriage blessing and what changes to expect after blessing. Blessing is not forever honeymoon, but there will be challenges along the way. What kind of challenges that you will be expecting to face, and what can we do to overcome that? And finally, the 10 golden rules in building the marriage together. Are you ready? Why do we get married? There are so many religions in the world that really proclaim marriage as a holy union, right? So let us see various faiths. In Muslim faith, they trust that marriage is a learning to create a comfortable atmosphere for a husband and wife. For a Jewish faith, they believe that primary reason for marriage is a companionship and growth. In Confucianism, marriage is an essential element of building a harmonious society. In Christian faith, the main purpose of marriage is for the partners to grow their love to reflect God's image. Then, what true parents feel, what true parents teaching on our purpose of our marriage? 1. Love, life, and lineage. This is exactly the next lecture that Yesun is going to share with you in detail. In brief, first purpose of marriage, marriage joins the life of one woman and the life of one man. Through children, it joins the lineage of a man and the lineage of the woman. It begins a new history, nation, world, and the kingdom of heaven on earth. Everything starts from our marriage blessing. True parents say, blessing is the start of the family in which God can dwell. So our marriage blessing is in fact a blessing or a union that God can dwell in us. The marriage blessing has completely revolutionized the concept of marriage. It is a condition for eternal life, and we should do our 5% responsibility for its realization, which means to completely restore satanic love, life, and lineage into heavenly ones. Second purpose, in order to resemble God. God exists as a being of dual characteristics. Therefore, husband and wife are together as a reflection of God's original image and nature. So God has yin and yang, and has that both subject and object, and also yin and yang. So with that, however successful you are merely half of God's image. Therefore, we need our spouse to completely reflect of God's original lineage, original image, and nature. Third, to realize the world of peace. Marriage is more than a simple coming together of a man and woman. Through marriage, a new future is created, society are formed, nations are built. So God's world of peace is realized with marriage blessing, married family at the center. So these are so beautiful interracial, international marriage, and this is what actually true parents are encouraging all of us. true parents say that through international blessed marriage, we can erase national boundaries and racial discrimination. Only we can do it. Even true parents say that if in your family you have an international marriage with 12 countries, congratulations, the kingdom of heaven already comes into your family. So that reminds us and that encourages us as to why we choose for our blessing and go into this path of receiving marriage blessing. Next, what do we expect? How can we prepare better before blessing and after blessing? What will be the changes likely to happen? What will be the changes? The first thing is the identity shift. What do you mean by identity shift? Some they say that identity shift is when the man loses his bachelor degree and the woman gets her master degree. Do you understand the joke? Meaning before marriage, the man is a bachelor. But after the marriage, the man lost his bachelor degree, but the wife earns the master degree because the wife now becomes the master of the family. Is that so? No. Actually, the identity shift means you are transforming from an independent individual into a unified front, meaning from individual now to become one. That is our identity shift. Then, what to expect? These are the 5 important challenges and reality that you are going to expect after your blessing. Transitioning from a single to a married life is a profound change that affects various aspects of our lives. While it comes with challenges, it also offers opportunities for growth, deeper connection, and shared happiness. So the 5 areas of changes is emotional and mental adjustment, social and family dynamics, financial changes, lifestyle adjustment, and long-term commitment and future goals. What is that? Emotional and mental adjustment refer to you are now no longer only your own emotion. You need to have a stronger emotional bond and a connection with your spouse as a life partner. Your emotion should be able to adjust that, because whatever decision that you are going to make thereafter is your both decision together. You need to consider your spouse's feeling and his or her perspective rather than centering only on yourself. And through this mental and emotional adjustment, the love language that you all know, you all learned previously, I believe that you all know about love language, is now put into real practice. Open communication, mutual respect, and willingness to adapt. It will bring you emotionally and mentally ready to accept and embrace your spouse. Second area, social and family dynamics, refer to you are now have another extended family. You have your in-law families. You have in-law tribe and your own tribe. Your tribe become big. You are now social circle, not only both of you or only your own family. You need to think, you need to consider, you need to embrace and willing to adapt to such extended family. There are expectation and tradition difference. Your different culture, different family tradition, different upbringing. Different upbringing will challenge you that you may not even think of. Now you face these kind of challenges in your spouse family, in your spouse tradition, family tradition are you ready to accept? Third, financial changes. Now, you need to plan together, moving from my money to our budget. Everything is no longer my money, but our budget together. Budget together, and how both of you can have a common understanding as to the style, spending, saving, whatever decision on the financial planning is a shared journey by both of you together. Fourth, lifestyle adjustment. You need to live together, adapting to each other's habits, especially now we know that our spouse, we ourselves, we are not perfect. We still have a lot of bad habits. Our spouse too also have some habits that you feel intolerable. How are you going to adapt, accept, and compromise? And when there's a conflict, how are you going to learn to handle that conflict in a healthy way? Personal growth. Are you continue to grow? Is your relationship continue to grow? Are you encouraging your spouse to continue to grow? Or you already think you have fulfilled your mission in life and you start growing and expecting your spouse to embrace for who you are? And finally, is the commitment on the future plan. So you need to adjust. You need to think beyond yourself rather than you, but now us. Build a life together. How are you going to learn to love and grow together? Family planning. When are you going to have children? Where are you going to settle down your family? What kind of parenting style, future responsibility, and more responsibility will be added onto both of your shoulders. So these are the 5 areas of expectation and challenges that you need to face themselves together. Okay? I hope that you all get clear. And that is why make our journey of marriage so full of fun, full of laughter, full of tears sometimes, and full of joy. Okay? But remember, if you put God into your marriage, God will be there at all times, especially at the time of your disagreement. So really hold on strongly to heavenly parents and true parents in guiding you all in this marriage journey. Then we move on to the 10 golden rules. Now you know that it's full of challenge, right? You have to face so many challenges and face many realities. What can we do? How to prepare, So I'm here to summarize 10 golden rules for all of you to master it so that you all can really start your married life in a good way. Really, maybe in 10 days' time, you're all in your blessing venue, whether you are in Korea or in your respective countries. You will be so happy and full of, cheers and congratulations. But behind this, there's a lot of marriage reality that needs all of you to overcome together. So let's go on to the 10 golden rules. The first rule, marry to your heart. Remember, God gives us our spouse. Some may be rich, some may be not rich, some may handsome, beautiful, some may not. Remember, God gives you this spouse. It's not for this external pursuit. It's not for this external qualification, but because of his heart, because of her beautiful heart. Remember, your spouse, you are marrying to your spouse's heart, not to his money or his beauty. So, in this case, in this quote says that God make my heart meant to be opened by you, meaning why there's only one padlock and one key, meaning there's only one key for one lock. So when you are married to your spouse, your relationship is just like the key and the lock. Only you can open your spouse's heart, and only your spouse can open your heart. You cannot let the key or duplicate the key to a next person, a third party that will break your relationship. One love, one heart, one destiny. There's only one spouse in your life. There's no one that can replace that. And he is the key holder of your heart. Remember that. Looking at this, where is this? This is a beautiful romantic place in Paris. This is a very famous last time. There is all the beautiful wedding couple, they like to take picture in this Love Lock Bridge at the Paris. You see, this is a bridge that's full of locks. All the wedding couple, they go to this place and then they affirm and swear to each other that my love is for you. So then they buy this lock and put that at the bridge and then throw the key into the sea and that no one can open it except you. So these are all the beautiful scenery where couples, they took beautiful photo and then put the lock there. So that tradition actually started in 2008. However, in 2014, because of the so many couples, they go there and really want to show their eternal love to their spouse. So there's the lock there become 1 million locks there. So you can see so many locks there. And then in 6 years' time, the whole bridge become, the bridge become collapsed because of the heavy tons of the locks. So in 2015, the government removed the lock and then they sell all the locks for charity. And then now they replace it in the glass panel. So now if you go to the same venue, you can't find that Love Lock Bridge anymore. But this story become like a good lesson to tell us that actually people want an eternal love, and that love only, just like a lock that can be opened by your spouse. So this is what called Love Lock Bridge. So do you know that why marriage ring is placed at the fourth finger from the thumb of your hand? Why? Because this scientifically proven, because it is the only finger that has a vein which is directly connected to your heart. So why our blessing ring always placed at the fourth finger? Because that is the symbol that this ring connects my heart to your heart. Remember that. So I promise that the moment you exchange your ring, the moment you put the rings on your spouse's fourth finger, my heart will be your shelter and my arm would be your home. That is the first golden rule. Second golden rules, our purpose of our blessing is to glorify our heavenly parents and children. It's not for your self-satisfaction, self-enjoyment. Remember, marriage is a gift from God to us. However, the quality of our marriage is our gift back to God. So don't put God aside. Don't throw God out of your house. In fact, your success, your victories should be to glorify Heavenly Parent and true parents through your marriages. Marriage is not a contract or a commitment. It is a covenant with God. Covenant meaning relationship with blood. Your relationship with God is like parents and child. So through marriage blessing, you are covenant with God. You are covenant with every parent and true parents. So through this, when you put God into your marriage, then God will be there at all circumstances. So invite heavenly parents and true parents into your relationship. Remember that. After receive blessing, if we have forgotten God, then when the challenges come, God will not be there to help. So we need to remember, always invite heavenly parents and true parents into your relationship. If you include God in your marriage, even in all the thoughts by partners, God will really bless them if you include him in your mind, in your family. The secret of happy marriage is to invite God into, to serve God and serve each other. Remember that couples that worship together stay together. Couples that bring that close to God, your relationship will be closer. Third golden rules. Not to keep us happy, but to keep us growing. Marriage is not a destination. It is a journey. It is a beginning of the process. So we need to continue to grow. As true parents say that a successful marriage is like building that always been renovated every day, meaning every day renew, every day renovated, every day refurbished. Then a successful marriage is the developing marriage. That marriage always develops little by little, day by day. A marriage blessing is not a noun. It is a verb, meaning you need to act, you need to work on it. It's not a noun, okay? Bride and bridegroom. Marriage is work in progress with a lifetime contract. Meaning both of you now, you are continue to work, and this is a lifetime contract. There's no expiry date. There's no due date. It's a lifetime contract in your relationship. The more you invest in your marriage, the more valuable it becomes. A great marriage doesn't happen, not from the beginning, but how well you both build together, continue to build together until the end. You cannot sit back and hope for a happy marriage, but you have to create one. You see the photo that the girl, you need to take out all the unnecessary branches. This shows that our fallen nature. So you need to get rid of your fallen nature and then bring the best of yourself into the marriage. That's why some say that marriage is 1 + 1 = 1. But my understanding is 0.5 + 0.5 = 1, because you have to get rid of your 0.5, meaning half of your fallen nature out. You can only bring your good habit, the 0.5, half of your good habit, then into the marriage, and that's same for your spouse. Then in that marriage, it will be a healthy relationship. Remember, to get rid of your bad habits, don't bring that into the marriage life with your spouse. So we need to learn how to become a power couple. What is power couple? That someone that you work as a team, that cook together, laugh together, train together, grow together, and grind together. Support each other, build each other up. Just like you can do things together and make fun, we have a good time together. You see the beautiful cartoon? Even they can play games together, and they can have a face mask together. They learn together and make each other happy, right? That is a power couple. Golden rules number 4, from me to we. Marriage is not about me anymore. From now on, it is about us. From me, 180 degrees, change it, turn it, then replace by me. So you need to now shift from me to we. Whatever you do is no longer you, but together with your spouse. Marriage is like a dollar bill, no? You cannot spend half of it when you pay it through. The value of your half depends on the other. Just like you and your spouse, you're all both together is like a dollar bill. You cannot just cut it. You spend this half, I spend no. There's no value the moment you cut it off. So you have to both, the whole value of the dollar depends on both of you. So you need to support each other to have a good value in your marriage. Rule number 5, be the right partner. Marriage is not to look for a right partner, but you being the right partner. Love is not just about finding a good partner or a good spouse. It is also about being a good one to your spouse. So instead of expecting your spouse to be good to you, kind to you, you need to be the one that kind to your spouse and love your spouse and be the one that be the good one for your spouse. Okay. Rule number 6, you complete me. So you are not complete without your spouse. So when both of you together, you complete each other. That should be the best. You no longer alone. You cannot be alone. You, how superwoman or superman you are, you still not complete without your spouse. Don't overly think about yourself and ridicule your spouse. Don't belittle your spouse, even though he or she may be less clever, less smart than you. You need to have that feeling that with him, I can be complete, or with her, I can only be complete. Rule number 7, to give first. Love is not what you can receive, but what you can give. If both of you always give more than receive, then both of you will always have everything you need. So don't wait for your spouse to give you love. You need to be the one that give him love or give her love. Okay? If we only expect, okay, love is not about give and take. It is when you expect a return. Oh, I love him, he must love me. I buy present to him, he must return me with present. That is a business, not love. Give, and continue to give. This should be the way we serve our spouse until he or she can feel that, and naturally he or she will return his love to you. Rule number 8, no perfect partner. Don't have a wrong concept. Oh, my spouse, he's a front line, he's a leader, he is so religious, so faithful, he is perfect. No. The more you work together, you will start to feel out, oh, actually, there are so many differences. So the reality of the marriage is no such thing as perfect. Only God is perfect. We are here to help each other to perfect. That's why God gives us a lifetime for us to perfect ourselves through our spouse. So don't have the wrong concept. Oh, I will have a perfect match, perfect marriage. No. There's always a time that you need to bend, you need to compromise. Then only you can gain something greater. A great relationship is not when a perfect couple come together, but an imperfect couple learns to enjoy their differences. A great relationship is about 2 things. First, appreciate the similarities that you both have. And second, respect the differences that both of you have also. You cannot expect your spouse to be similar as you. That is not possible. But you need to respect that differences. Okay? A happiest couple never have the same character. They have the best understanding of their differences. You embrace each other, respect the differences, and work together. Okay? So they just need to realize, respect that this is just different. So that's not wrong or right. It's just a different way. But there's nothing to say you are wrong or right. Number 9, not too strong at the same time, especially during argument. A strong marriage rarely has 2 people strong at the same time. When I shout at you, your spouse shout louder. So this kind of relationship is going to fail. Don't have 2 strong people at the same time. But husband and wife takes turn to become strong for each other in the moment when the other feels weak. You will face down in your life, in your career, in your study, a lot of things in your life. At some point, your spouse will also face this kind of challenge in his or her life. So at that moment, what should you do? So you need to be the one that can really help, especially during that challenging time. So true love is stand by each other on good day, even stronger, even closer on the bad days. Help each other in the tough time. During the tough time, the spouse need you more. You need to be there for him or for her. Then your relationship is tested. You will grow closer and stronger over the time. No relationship is always sunshine, but the two souls can share the umbrella and weather the storm together. The road may be tough, but we can get through it together. This should be our needs. Okay? Holding on to heaven, pray to God, bring God into your relationship while your marriage goes through hell. That is a time that you need to bring God into your relationship. Marriage is where love matures, grows roots, and learns to bloom, even in the drought. A happy marriage, so this is number, okay, so continue. Be the first to apologize during the argument time. Be the first to apologize. A happy marriage is the union of two good forgivers. Apologize doesn't mean that you are wrong and he is right. Just that you value your relationship more than your ego. Compromise doesn't mean you are wrong or she is right. It's only mean that you value your relationship more than your ego. Perfect relationship is not that you never get angry or upset with each other, but how fast you resolve and bounce back to normal. How much trust you need to put in order to go into there. A relationship that no argument is a relationship with a lot of secret. So argument in the relationship is very normal and it should be there. But the important is how you embrace each other, compromise, and then forgive, and then cherish the relationship more than your ego, and then bounce back. Immediately resolve and bounce back to the origin. So in every disagreement, remember that my spouse is my partner, not my enemy. We will either win together or we will lose together. So this is how we need to have during our disagreement. Finally, 10, never give up on each other. A husband and wife may disagree on many things, but they must easily agree to never, ever give up. If both of you decide to never give up on each other, half of the battle is already won. Never give up. Never give up on your spouse because God is with you. Our marriage has God into it. So don't worry that God is there to help us. So a perfect relationship is two imperfect person refuse to give up on each other. When you give up, God is going to be sad. Satan is going to be victorious. Why we allow this to happen? So, a great marriage is not a blind luck. You can be blessed. It's not because of good luck, but you must have the same mindset that two faithful hearts, must be committed to build a life together. Never give up the dream of the ideal family that God has for you. Please focus on these three things. Create memories of togetherness, commit to practice of forgive each other, and promise to never give up on each other. Love is to trust. Marriage is a lifelong journey. It is based on love, commitment, trust, and respect. This is the ingredient for a lifelong journey, that you must have love, commitment, trust, and respect. If you put it there, then there is a recipe for your strong relationship. Day by day, put in more love, put in more commitment, put in more trust, put in more respect, then your marriage will be stronger and stronger. True parents' words. If the fence of a blessed family is incomplete, the house will have teeth, just like this. Couple is just like a fence, right? We have two doors, right? The fence is have two, right, left, and right. So either one collapse, the teeth will come in. So both of you have to stand together no matter what to prevent the attacks of thief or Satan. Unification starts with family because men and women are the origin of every affair. If the root is wilted, if we do not understand this golden rule, if the root is not good, the whole tree will wilter. You can't have produced good fruit. So everything we need to start from root. Our mindset, our character, our habit, all that become the root into your marriage. Our faith in heavenly parents, true parents, our trust in the blessing, the value, that is the root that will protect you along the way. So if the root is withered, the whole tree will wilter. Our blessing is not for yourself, it's for our descendant. As a summary, let's refresh the 10 golden rules. Number 1, marry to your heart. Number 2, to glory heavenly parents and true parents, invite God into your relationship. Marriage blessing is not to keep us happy, but to keep us growing. Number 4, from me to we. Number 5, be the right partner. Number 6, you complete me. 7, to give first. 8, no perfect partner. Respect the differences. Number 9, not too strong at the same time. Be the first to apologize. Number 10, never give up on each other. So please remember these 10 golden rules. Master it. I'm sure you will have a very fulfilling marriage. Just now we know that I show you the love bridge, right? In Paris that has been demolished by the government. But now I want to tell you another breaking news. The Love Lock Bridge now is in Korea at the Namsan Seoul Tower. The same there, you can see the couples are putting their love lock there, and it is still there until today. So for those who are going to Korea, please spend additional day and visit this Namsan Seoul Tower and see for yourself and put your love lock there as a affirmation of eternal love to your spouse. That is the breaking news. Don't be discouraged. Don't be sad that the Love Lock Bridge in Paris has been demolished, but now we have one in Korea. So thank you so much. Wish you all the best in your marriage life and have a successful blessing and be victorious and bring much glory, heavenly parents and true parents. See you all in Korea on the 30th April. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Koiping, for that inspiring and insightful lecture about marriage or the blessing. So if you are inspired, just like me, can I see a heart react? Okay, all right. I can see everyone's reacting. Thank you so much. Let's give a hand to our Mrs. Koiping. Thank you so much. Okay, so we will now have a 5-minute break. Please be back on time as we will promptly resume the program. So it's 3:54. Please be back at 4:01. I know, 4:56. At 4:59. right, welcome back everyone. Welcome back po. Welcome back. Is everyone okay? Are everyone ready for our second lecture? Can I see a thumbs up react? Or yes, please open your cameras. Okay, thank you everyone. I can see thumbs up. Okay, everyone, please open your cameras as well. Yes, thank you. Thank you everyone. Okay, we now move on to our second lecture entitled Love, Life, and Lineage. This topic will help us deepen our understanding of the core values and principle of the blessing. So to share this lecture, let us warmly welcome Mrs. Yeson Yashiro, the administrator of Before You website Asia Pacific.
Thank you, Ms. Flor de Lisa Carias. Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. Can I see your thumbs up again, your smiley faces? Are you here? Are you all here? Oh my gosh, I'm so nervous. I think everyone is also nervous, right? For the upcoming blessing. Wow, there's so many people here. Welcome, welcome. And congratulations to everyone who is here today. Some of you I've seen since you were a baby. Oh my gosh, now you're getting blessed. Some of you I've seen when you were teenagers. Some of you when you first joined the church, and now you're getting blessed. I'm so excited for you, for everyone, for my titos and titas here who have guided your children up to the blessing. Congratulations. Congratulations. We're all excited for you. In behalf of Tita Dulce, all the BFE leaders here, we congratulate everyone here for the upcoming blessing. It's so exciting. Are you excited? I'm so excited. I'm so excited for everyone. So yes, I want to share my screen and start my lecture. Can you see it? Can you see it? All right. Okay. So yes, hi. Once again, my name is Yesun Vergara Yashiro. I'm a second generation from the Philippines. I was blessed in 2016 with my husband from Japan, and we are now living here in Japan, raising our 2 boys, and we're hoping to welcome another one soon, hopefully. Yes, so yes, for today, my topic is love, life, and lineage. So first, I would like to share, we'll reflect on our attitude towards the blessing as engaged couples, what it really means, and how we can prepare our hearts. And next, we'll talk about life, about the blessing. Then I'll walk you through some official IHQ memos given by IHQ, and so you can have a clear picture of the upcoming blessing. And maybe if we still have time, I can give you some tips during the blessing, especially for the brides. Especially for the brides, I have lots of tips. Yes, and then for the third one, we have we'll be talking about the upcoming events and opportunities prepared for you as you continue this journey as a blessed couple, because you're gonna be blessed. Oh my gosh, you're gonna be blessed. So first, let's talk about love. Now, everyone wants love, but what is our attitude towards the blessing as an engaged couple? So first of all, I'm gonna open my lecture with the same question as Auntie Kuiping. You remember her question? Who remembers her first question? You can type it in. You can type it in. Type it in. All right, let's read all together. What is marriage? Why is marriage important? All right, you can screenshot whatever quote you would like. You can. Feel free. Feel free. Now let's read together. Marriage is important because it is the road to love. It is the road to creating myth. It is the road where the life of a man and a woman unite into one. It is a place where a man's lineage combines with a woman's lineage. History emerges through marriage, and from marriage, nations appear, and an ideal world begins. Without marriage, there is no meaning to the existence of individuals, nations, and an ideal world. This is the formula. Man and woman must become absolutely one. Parents and children must become absolutely one with God, love God, and live and die with God. And when they die and go to the spirit world, that is the place called heaven. So these are not my words, but these are the words of our true parents taken from the book of True Love and True Family. Now, I would also like to share another excerpt from our true parents from the Blessing and Ideal Family. So you can read, but I would like to give my explanation as you read this. I would love to say that marriage is not for your own sake. We have been telling this a lot of times. Auntie Kuiping has been telling you a lot of time. It's not just for you, but for the sake of your partner. If you truly understand the principle of living for the sake of others, then we come to realize that we marry for our spouse. We marry not for me, we marry for our spouse. Who do you marry for? For your spouse. This means going beyond appearances, beyond preferences, and even beyond our own expectations. It challenges us to love deeply, not because it's easy, but because it's a choice and it's a commitment. And in our understanding of the blessing, it is not something we receive for ourselves alone. We receive the blessing for the sake of our spouse, to take care of them, to take responsibility for them, and to grow together in love. So, we are called to look beyond physical appearance, beyond personality, beyond our human standards. And as engaged couples preparing for the blessing at this time, we are now invited to see our future spouse from God's perspective. God has prepared this person for you, not just someone you want, but someone you truly need, someone with the potential to grow, to love, and to walk this path together with you. But that also means you must give your spouse the time, the patience, and the space to grow so that you can gradually discover the deeper beauty within them. So actually, I just realized something 2 nights ago when me and my husband was talking about life, about a book that we recently read. He read the book in Japanese, I read the book in English. And we were reflecting about, the situation of the church and about the principle, reflecting about the principle through the book. And when I first received a blessing with my spouse, I still had so many doubts. I kept asking myself, is this really the person for me? Is he truly the one God prepared, or just someone who will teach me something along the way? I mean, to be honest, even the day before the blessing, I had second thoughts. And to be honest, those questions didn't immediately disappear, even after the blessing. But as time passed, living together began to change me. Through our life together, I started to see different sides of myself and a different perspective of the world. He taught me things I never even realized I needed to learn. I'm actually a hopeless romantic. I love romance and I love feeling love, right? Sisters, right? But to be honest, my husband doesn't always meet me in that way. And for a long time, that was very difficult for me. But then just 2 nights ago when we were reflecting together, I really felt that God has guided us through this path together. And I felt a sense of clarity with the relationship with my spouse. I realized why God gave him to me and why I was given to him. Me to him to me. I had been expecting someone who would simply fulfill my idea of love, someone romantic, someone who would make me feel loved in the way I imagined. But my spouse is not limited to that. He brings direction into my life. He challenges me to grow. And through our relationship, I began to see our marriage is not just the two of us. It's something that can also bring comfort to Heavenly Parents' heart. And that made me realize our couple is so much more capable of what we first expect from each other. Now, as an engaged couple, I remember my questions before the blessing were very simple. When can we hold hands? When can we kiss? When can we start family? right? These are probably some of the questions of some people here right now, right? I think you do agree with me, brothers and sisters. These are real and honest questions. But my brothers and sisters, everything has its proper time. And I would like to share this verse from our two parents about the engagement period. In what stage did Adam and Eve fell? They fell at the stage of engagement. That is, they fell in the process of growing toward the goal of perfection. This reminds us that the engagement period is not something casual. It is a very important, a sensitive time, a time of growth, preparation, and protection. It's a turning point from me to we. As engaged couples, we are in the position of promised brother and sister, just like Adam and Eve before the fall. We are not yet in the position of husband and wife until after the blessing, and that distinction matters. True parents teach that within marriage, there are 4 realms of heart: the heart of a child, the heart of a sibling, the heart of a parent, and finally the heart of a spouse, right? You and your future spouse will grow into all of this, but know that it takes time. It's not going to be the day after the blessing, oh, I love you so much with all my heart and with all my humanity. I love you forever. That doesn't, for me personally, that didn't happen. That didn't happen. It took a lot of time for me to really, realize for myself that, oh, this is how I love my spouse. You need time to build trust. You need time to create a strong vertical foundation of love centered on God and true parents. And from that foundation, your horizontal love as husband and wife can truly flourish. So don't rush the process. Don't skip the steps, because every stage, especially this one as an engaged couple, is preparing you for the kind of marriage that can truly last, grow, and bring joy to God, to true parents, to your family, and of course you. Most important, you have to be happy, right? Now, these are some ways to maintain a brother and sister relationship. So I took this excerpt from the Family Matching Handbook, published by USA years ago. So talk about and agree on physical boundaries. Try to meet and do activities together in open public spaces. Remember that you're brother and sister, so you cannot hide somewhere and do something fishy. What's not a brother and sister relationship? Holding hands, caressing each other, cuddling together, kissing. But brothers and sisters, don't see it as a restriction. See it as an opportunity to become closer, because love can be expressed in so many ways. Physical affection is just one. You can express by words, by service, right? And you can express by so many ways, by gifts, right? Physical affection can easily turn you to get carried away. Cuddling can turn into kissing even when you weren't planning to. Staying only within a brother-sister relationship keeps it clear to not cross any boundaries accidentally. So for my next slide, do you remember Auntie Kuei Ping's tip number 4? Who remembers? Who took down notes? Let's see, let's test. What is Auntie Kuei Ping's tip number 4? Her tip number 4 is, do you remember? From me to we. So it is not just about myself anymore, but making decisions as a couple and learning about each other's personality without getting caught up in the excitement of physical affection. Now, my next point is, heaven is a place where two become one. So even now, during your engagement, it's important to begin preparing your hearts for the journey ahead. Because from this point on, life is no longer just about me. It becomes about us. It's not just Yesun. It's Yesun and Naokun. It's you and your spouse. It means learning how to make decisions together. Are we going to Korea together? Are we going to the Philippines together? What are we doing together? Learning each other's personalities more deeply and not getting carried away only by the excitement of emotions or physical affection, like, oh, I'm getting married, I'm getting blessed, I'm so excited. No. Remember, blessing is not for you, but for your spouse. If one person becomes too self-centered in the relationship, it can feel like a burden, even like a kind of suffering for the other. But when both people are asking, how can I make my partner happy? How can I make my spouse happy? That's when the relationship begins to feel like heaven. Because this is the essence of Cheonju, a place where two become one. And ultimately, to enter the highest level of kingdom of heaven, we don't go there alone. We enter together with a spouse, right? So practically speaking, have you talked about your life after the blessing? Where will you live? How will you manage your finances? What kind of life do you want to build together? How many kids? Don't wait until later to figure these things out. Start now. Communicate openly. Listen carefully. Don't listen to answer. Listen to understand. And begin building your life as a team even before blessing. Because, for example, my husband and me, when we decided to get engaged, we took time to really talk about the future. We imagined what kind of parents we wanted to be, how we wanted to raise our children, and what kind of family we hope to build. We even made a 5-year plan, thinking about our careers, our direction in life, and even how many children we hope to have. And honestly, those conversations helped me reconfirm my decision to go to the blessing with him. It gave me peace because I could see that we were just choosing each other emotionally. We were choosing the same direction, in the direction of Heavenly Parent and True Parents' providence. All right. For my third point is, love is eternal and unchanging, just like God. This is what our true parents have taught us. But that kind of love doesn't just appear automatically. It just receive the blessing, I love you. No, it's something you build day by day. That's why we need to invest in our relationship every single day. Through small actions, through patience, through understanding, and through effort. Because marriage is not just sustained by feelings alone. It's not just I love you. It's not just I respect you. It's not just I can do this for you. It's a decision. It's a commitment to walk this path together. Not just when it's easy, but also when it's difficult. Real love is choosing each other again and again and again and again for the long run. In my marriage, to be honest, not every day feels like a fairy tale. It's not a happy ending. My daily life is made up of the choices I make for myself, for my husband, for my kids, for my family. Some days I find joy in the simple things of just being together with them. But on some other days, it can feel very repetitive and sometimes meaningless. But in those moments, I'm faced with a choice. Do I see my life from my own perspective, or do I see my life in God's perspective? That choice, that mindset changes everything. Because at the end of the day, it's not just feelings that carry a marriage forward, it's commitment. And that commitment is what sustains you, even on the days that don't feel beautiful. Now, let's talk about the blessing, right? This is what that's why we're here, you know? But brothers and sisters, let's remember that this is not just another event. It's the turning point of our lives. With the blessing starts life. You know, in some Korean senpai, some Korean seniors tell us that when you receive the blessing, you are welcome to the real unification world. Why? Because it is the time where we put into practice what we have learned in our life of faith. So everything that you've learned about the principle, about true parents, about sacrifice, about love, about everything, the blessing is a starting point. You are starting now as engaged couples. That is why it is the hardest, but also it's the time that you will feel God the most in your life. So now, I want to share some memos from IHK from you. So this was the first memo about the blessing. So I want to read here the prayer of our true mother at the entrance ceremony. Now, under your dominion, this world will be renewed step by step, and a world of one family attending Heavenly Parent with true love will surely unfold. So, with this message, Mother earnestly expressed her hope that all humankind may be reborn as true children. And how is that? By receiving the blessing. By receiving the blessing of our Heavenly Parent and be able to be grafted in his lineage. So before, it was called Hyojong Cosmic Blessing Ceremony, officiated by the true parents of heaven, earth, and humankind. And the date has not been changed, May 2, but the official English title has been changed from Hyojong Cosmic Blessing Ceremony to Hyojong Cheonju Blessing Ceremony. So, to be honest, there is no official lecture yet, or there is no official message that we have received yet. But reflecting from Auntie Dulce's message earlier, that this is the first blessing after the entrance to Cheonwon-gung. It is a time where we are in God's direct dominion. So with that reflection, when you say in the original Korean text, we say 효정 천주 축복식, right? So when you translate Cheonju, usually you translate it to cosmic, which is talking about the universe. But as a former translator and interpreter, Cheonju does not only include the universe or the cosmos. Sometimes it also means Heavenly Parent or God. So I'm not in the position to officially say that, but just my experience translating from events. But hopefully we can get a special lecture about this soon. The official explanation for this one. But yeah, so for the blessing ceremony information, the bride and groom's attire is official Cheonwon-guk attire, the Christina Han, and the blessing ring is the official Cheonwon-guk ring. So you can purchase this in Christina Han. For those who will be attending in Korea, there's a special something. Please check out the website of Christina Han. You'll get more information. And first, if you are attending in Korea, you were supposed to be attending with all the Korean participants. And for Japan couples, they are going to be in Sonobel Vivaldi Park, but it recently got changed. The Korean brides and grooms will be in Sonophilis Vivaldi Park. So if you are in Korea and are connected to the Korean church there, and you are going to be blessed with a Korean sister, then your accommodation is Sonophilis Vivaldi Park. But other than that, if you're in international match, international marriage, you'll be staying in Elysian Kangcheon. So Uncle Shanghai will be giving more details later. He will be giving more details about the schedule and what not to, and what to bring and what not. And Sir Robert will be telling about the venue in the Philippines. So I'm not going to go into details, but I'm just going to show you the picture of the official Cheonwon-guk attire, and then this is the ring. The ring looks like this. All right, so before I move on to the next part, I would like to share some tips. That feelings and attitude towards the blessing, you get nervous, you get anxious. It's like, is this real? But always think that when you go to the blessing, it's not just for you, it's for your spouse, for Heavenly Parent and true parents. This is your offering to embark this journey together to build Heavenly Parent's kingdom here on earth. All right. Now, I know that you are really nervous, but we are all nervous. We are all nervous, and that's normal. And also, physical preparation is important, but your heart is more important. And you might meet a lot of your friends during the blessing because we are one big family. But please focus on your spouse. You are making his or her community. So take this time to introduce your spouse to your friends, to your family, and congratulate each other. And especially for international couples, take this time to know each other, make time to talk, and because it's the only time you can meet each other physically. All right. With love and life, lineage is the fruit. It is the most important. But without love, there is no life. Without life, there is no lineage. Now, for the last part of my sharing, I would like to talk about lineage and the upcoming events in your journey. Taking care of our lineage is not just a concept, it is a responsibility. It begins with the choices we make now as engaged couples and continue throughout our lives. The blessing is not just the end goal, it is the beginning of our new chapter. From there, you will continue to grow, and as a couple, as a family, you will eventually become parents who will pass on love, values, and faith to the next generation. And that's why the upcoming events in your life after the blessing are very important. Each step is part of preparing you, not just for marriage, but for building a lineage that reflects on God's heart. So as you move forward, don't just think about the event itself, think about the life you are building beyond it. Now, there are several programs prepared to support you in your first year as a couple. The 1-year dedication program, so this might be 40 days after the blessing. The Starting Family Workshop definitely might be 40 days after the blessing. So mark your calendars, end of May, beginning of June. And you will be meeting with your Trinity. And there's also the High Noons core group. Now, these are not just activities, they are support systems. They are there to guide you, strengthen you, and help you build a solid foundation for your marriage centered on God. Now, your blessing is a responsibility. We can only prepare these events for you, but it is your responsibility to take care of you and your spouse. Please don't take them lightly. The couples who grow the most are the ones who stay connected and actively participate. And remember, investing in your relationship every day is the key to sustaining your marriage. As True Parents said, stale water becomes poison. If we stop investing, stop communicating, stop growing, our relationship can become stagnant. So we have to keep the water flowing. As pure waters, we have to keep loving, we have to keep learning, and we have to keep choosing each other every single day. Now, recently I watched this movie, King of Kings, with my family, and it made me reflect deeply. Jesus lived a life of truth. He taught the truth. He revealed the heart of God. And even though in his time on earth was limited, his life did not end there. He continues to be remembered, and his teachings continue to live on. In the same way, we believe that our parents at the second coming and Messiah came to fulfill God's dream, to bring all people back to him. And now our role is very crucial because we are the hope of our true parents. We are pure waters. We are the hope of Heavenly Parent. This history we are part is not limited to one nation or one people. It continues through all of us, through how we live, how we love, and how we carry these teachings forward. Now, True Mother said, right, when she was sent into detention, do not worry about me. Do not pray for me. Please pray and offer devotion for you and your families, our whole unification family, and that the will of Heavenly Parent may be fulfilled. Because the future of Heavenly Parent's dream is now in our hands. So the question is this, brothers and sisters. Can we live according to heaven's standard? Can we become couples and families who embody these teachings, who can share our life and testimony with others in our Heavenly Parent community, and who can fulfill our Heavenly Tribal Messiah mission? This is the path ahead of us. Now, thank you for walking this time with me today. As you continue your journey toward the blessing, I hope you don't just prepare for a single day, but for a lifetime of love, growth, and commitment. May your relationship become a place where God can dwell, where you continue to choose each other every day, and where you love can grow to bring joy not only to each other, but also to heaven. I'm truly rooting for each of you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Yashiro, for that wonderful and enlightening message. on love, life, and lineage. So let's give a hand to Mrs. Yashiro. Thank you so much. Okay, so if you are inspired, can we see a heart react from everyone? Yes, thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, thank you. Okay, to proceed, let us now understand the blessing logistics for those participants who are going to Korea. Please take note of the following logistics going to Korea. So to guide us through the important details, let us welcome Reverend Lam Shanghai, the BFD Director of Malaysia.
Thank you, Anna. Yes, congratulations to all our beautiful and handsome candidates from around the world. Thank you so much for attending this very special education program organized by our Asia Pacific BFD. Yes, I want to share some content. Okay, about the logistic in blessing logistics in Korea. Okay. So, dear brother and sister, for those who have an opportunity can go to Korea, actually this is a blessing from heaven, and you are all representative your nation, your tribe, and also your people. So in order to come to Korea to attend this blessing, actually a lot of devotion and dedication from your family and also from your ancestor. So that's why some is unable to go. Yeah, it's okay. Some already can go there is already blessing, already blessed by heaven. So that how precious it is when you can go to Korea to receive the blessing from our true parents. So today I want to share some few things. Basically, it's more like a logistic arrangement where pick up, drop off point, and some event that happen in Korea. And also I want to share some facility that in Korea, especially in Cheonju, and also in our hotel accommodation, and also others advice as per Yesun say. So dear brother and sister, so for those who go to Korea, just think that when you arrive Korea, arrive in airport. So this is the airport in Terminal 1. So brother and sister, when you arrive and after passing by the immigration, so and then you after come from the Terminal 1, you need to go to the right hand side, go to the end of the right hand side, go to the gate 14. So this is a place for all our staff from headquarters, World Mission headquarters, to pick you up to our accommodation area. So this is the pickup point. For those who arrive in Terminal 2, not Terminal 1, in the Icheon Airport, so that you encourage, so take the shuttle bus, come over to Terminal 1 and wait also at the gate 14 for the pickup point. So this will be when you arrive. So everyone will come here and to wait for the bus. So this area. So next, for those who already come earlier, and after that they will stay in Cheonju, some parents or some husband. So if you want to come to our accommodation area, so brother and sister, actually we also arrange some buses or van to pick you up on 30th April. So basically, the area that pick up is in front of the tombstone here. So brother and sister, nearby the tombstone here, the bus will be here. This is a pickup point. So, but this also depends. The time that we assign, we will inform you after you arrive, because we still now we finalizing the schedule. So for those who come from Summer University, so your pickup point at the Orange Restaurant, so on the 30th April 2026. So only the member who make reservation through BFD to the flight schedule list are eligible to take this bus, take this service. So only you're registered. For those who want to come without register, you cannot take the bus. So this is only for those registered, for come from someone. In order to make this all pick up and drop off very smoothly, so I really encourage all the participants who come to Korea, please fill out your all information, especially the pickup point where you need us to pick up from airport, Cheonju or someone, and also after the event, the 3rd of May. So where you want us to drop airport, training center, or someone. So this is also all you need our service. And also the arrival information also need all of you to give us so that we can arrange accordingly and also smoothly. So, and also all the BFT coordinator also help us to remind all our wonderful candidates for those who go to Korea. So as per Yesun say, yes, actually this time we have the location is an Eurasian Cheonju resort. So this is the distance from Cheonju around 45 minutes. So this is only our international participants and guests and staff. So Korea and Japan, we stay in the same venue. There will be Viwadi Park. So only international still will stay in this resort. Basically, so dear all our participants, our main event will be in 30th April until 3rd May. So the pickup only on 30th April. If you come earlier or 29, actually we don't arrange it. Okay, we do it only on the day on 30th April. And same with the drop-off, only 3rd May that we can arrange for the drop-off. So now, let's see the event will happen in Korea. From when you arrive on 30th April, for your arrival, this is the arrival day, and then you will check in around 2 p.m. at our venue, Eurasian's Cheonju Resort. And after that, we have a dinner, and also we have a continent program. I mean that actually, because today we will share something is not confirmed, it's still tentative, because many things that we still may change accordingly. We will inform you when you arrive that this is the final program. And afterwards, so we have breakfast at the morning 7 a.m. And after that, we are opening for all the international participants, guests, and participants will come together for this opening. And afterwards, we have a lunch at 12 around this time. And after that, we have a holy wine. And after that, we also have a very important program, we continue a program that actually this program is we can opportunity to meet our Asia Pacific Continent Director, Ren Yutaka, and also other leaders may want to meet us during their time. So this is also a good opportunity to meet our leader and have group photo with our leaders. And after that, for those who order for the Krishna Han, and this is time for fitting and testing your attire and dress. And afterwards, so you can see that participants that who already selected or choose to become presenting couple, that time you need to prepare to depart from our venue. You go to the workplace center for rehearsal. And for those who come late at the event and the venue, so we have a holy wine for this is the second one for those who late come. And the main session will be here on the 2nd May. So 2nd May is a very important event for all our bride and bridegroom. So yes, for the sister, so you need to prepare yourself around 2 a.m. You need to wake up to prepare for your hair setting and makeup. And after that, we have the photo session in our hotel site, I mean the accommodation site. And afterwards, so you need to prepare to go to the workplace center. Before that, you need to pick up our meal box, 2 meal box for lunch and for breakfast for lunch, so that when you go before enter to the bus, so you need to pick up 2 food meal box, and after enter for breakfast and lunch. After that, you can enter to our workplace center and prepare for our blessing event. There's some commemorative of 66th anniversary of holy marriage of 2 parents. And afterward, we have the Cheonju blessing ceremony. And after that, we're having your lunch. And after that, we have a wonderful event. So this is still under review. So World Peace Center, we have take some photo in the World Peace Center that I'll show you. And Chong Wong Gong and pilgrimage. And after that, for first generation and intergeneration, you need to come back as soon as possible because we have the chastity or the indemnity stick ceremony we will have on around 6 p.m. afternoon. After that, everyone will have joined this closing banquet. So we have a buffet, and after that, we have some party and share the happiness together at this day. And afterwards, is the last day with 3rd May. So that time many people will depart. So that time the meal box will be ready on around 4 a.m. For those who still stay, didn't go yet. So we have an international education. Here, maybe have some, we still discuss, maybe have a higher education for those who still remain in this time. So you can receive another education from our international team. And after that, you can depart to airport or depart to other places. So one more time. So this is the event that everyone you must join because this is very important. Unless you already have some issue, but this is certain thing that session that you must join. And for first gen or intergeneration, or this is the time that you need to join for holy wine and also for the chastity ceremony. So dear brother and sister, so this is a program for opening. This is for everyone. Basically, we will invite our leader from Korea World Mission Headquarters, Reverend Chan, to give the remarks and guidance. And after that, we have 40-day Chong Song, and also what also Jason said that we have also share about the meaning of Trinity. And after that, we have blessing ceremony orientations. Okay, this is for everyone. And holy wine only for first gen, intergen, and marriage couple. And after that, we have this also the chastity ceremony, immediate indemnity state for first gen, intergen, and also marriage couple. So this will be the program. Now, brother and sister, so now we go to the program. This is a facility. So facility, so brother and sister, we know that our beautiful accommodation is Arisian's Kanjong Resort. These very beautiful places. So let's enjoy. It's wonderful, and they have the cafe and very clean and also beautiful room. And this will be the room type. However, one room actually around 4 to 6 person in one room, arranged according to the gender. Mean that boys one room, girl one room. Okay, so we stay together 4 to 6 depend. So we will arrange it. That's why the information you give to us, when you arrival or confirm arrival, so that we can arrange room for you. And this will be the condo facility. So up will be all the room, and second floor and below this will be the lecture room and other facility, and also the parking place. So when you enter in the first floor, so entrance and you go have a communal store, and after that, so you go to the second floor will be our main event and activity place. So second floor, this will be our operation room, and beside will be the storage. And in front, we also have one room for our continental meeting. And afterwards, here beside that, we have a grand ballroom, meaning that all the big event according to our opening ceremony and also holy wine ceremony will be held in this place. And also beside that, we have Krishna Han fitting room. For those who order the Krishna Han, you come here for test your dress and also your attire. And beside that, brother and sister, so this also important, as our two lecturers say, that actually prepare your internal is so important, so that we allocate the prayer for you and for both of you to pray and to get the inspiration and get the confirmation. So because the blessing is just beginning, it's not the end. So, and after that, the basement one, actually we have one room for the hair and makeup area. So for those who order or entire for this hair and makeup, So you are also guided to this place for hair makeup around 2 to 3 a.m. at the event day. So dear brother and sister, that one on the main place. However, for the food or for the meal actually is another building. We call the ski house. Ski house means that from here, the main building will come across the road. Actually, it's not too far. So you just cross the road and come to this building. Here will be our restaurant. You have all the meal will be here. The meal for the breakfast, lunch, and dinner. However, for the lunch box, we'll inform you where is it because we have another arrangement. So please be patient and also please among the team or all the coordinator, please inform well to your participant where to get, especially the lunch box and also the other thing. But basically, meal will be here. Okay. Now, dear brother and sister, all the hotel facility and information already show. But now we go to the facility in Cheonju. So we know that. So after two parents or two mothers announcing for the entering or opening for the Chungwonggong, or we know that this time God can dwell in this place. So that's why this time is so special because God already dwelled in this place, and then we had appointed to meet God in the Chungwonggong. So this is our WOPI center. So everyone will come here to receive the blessing in this venue. It's very big. It's very huge. It's a 20 to 30,000 people can accommodate. So after you receive blessing, so this is still tentative, right, sister? Maybe have 8 to 9 photo booth for all of you to take wonderful photo with your spouse and also your family. So this is a basement one. So this is a still we will need to inform you again when you arrive Korea. So this is still under review. And another one will be in the first floor of this place. Okay. And also, dear brother and sister, so after receiving blessing, actually two parents and also World Mission Headquarters still arranging some very fun and very exciting place for you to visit for your take a wonderful wedding photo, especially in the Chungwonggong, because we know that this year after received last year, so after opening of the Chungwonggong, so God already drowned on earth, so we can meet God and take a good photo in this place. But this one's still under review. Okay, so you may have also go to the Begonia Garden and some other places, but we'll inform you when we get more firm information. And also, World Mission Headquarters also arrange a transport for different group for Korea, Japan, and international group, so that we can have one group go together and take wonderful photo. Okay, and this will be the photo zone that we arrange under review. So when you enter, you through this obelisk tower here, and then come out from here, and then you can go these to different places, A, B, C, to take wonderful photo as a couple. So please bring your phone. Yeah, we'll try have some staff to help you to take, but also please bring your own phone, smartphone, so that everyone can help you to take photo. Okay. So now, okay, yeah, just now is the place that in our champion. Now we go for the accommodation place that we prepare something for you, especially in the event day. So this is the main photo zoom that we arrange. So this is still under review. So this is let you know that actually our World Mission Headquarters staff, actually they really work so hard day and night to be a wonderful event to welcome all of you from overseas to enjoy this beautiful event. So they're still preparing and confirm. And then there are also another different photo zoom to welcome you to take good photo. This is still under review. Okay. And this will be the hall that they welcome everyone to come for our opening and also the holy wine. And yes, so we will have received some gift as a couple. So we have a ceremony set, banquet, ball tie, etc. And we may give some gift, but you still need to we will inform you after we confirm. You will get a book for guideline book for 40 days and also for 40 days workbook for both of you to set the Cheonju condition as a couple after receive the blessing. Okay, so this will be the hair makeup, brother and sister, for those who register for the hair makeup. So this will be the scenario that how busy they are, right? Yeah, so this is a situation, and also the dress fitting for Krishna Han. This will be the Krishna Han for men, tuxedo for the woman, the dress, and this is a place room by room you can test your dress, and then the staff will help you to adjust accordingly. Okay, so after this, so what is the other's advice? So dear brother and sister, so for those who want to order, when you arrive the hotel for registration, so that you need to inform that if you want to have for the service of hair and makeup service. So the charges is USD 50 for both, or you want to separate or only hair, 30 for hair, $30, and $20 for makeup. So this will be the price that if you want this service. Okay, so yes, and for those who join the event, especially for holy wine and also for the indemnity ceremony, so we encourage so everyone for the holy wine, please wear formal for men and also formal for ladies. If possible, please wear the white color dress. And for the indemnity, so please wear casually, pants not so thin, and don't wear jeans possible. Okay, so this will be the if the holy wine anyone like this. Okay, lastly, so brother and sister, thing to prepare. So dear brother and sister, so for those who go to Korea first time or not the first time, so please prepare your passport. Your passport is valid for 6 months, more than 6 months. Please make sure, and your ticket, bring along your ticket, go and back. And for those who needs KETA, I mean that this KETA means some kind of like the visa application. So you need to apply it before depart from your country. And also some country may need visa. So that please make sure that you have visa with you, so that if not, you will block or will be facing some difficulty when you passing the immigration. And dear brother and sister, FM radio is needed, because in the main event they will speak in Korean. So you need to FM radio, or your smartphone have this FM radio function, so that you can hear the translation through your radio or through your smartphone. So dear brother and sister, so in Korea now actually is a kind of it's like spring, but for some country, for us, for Malaysia or for Philippines, so actually we are a tropical country, actually is a bit cold for us. Please prepare some thick coat or jacket for you when you go to Korea. Some jacket is better for you. Please bring some proper clothing and extra hanger. So basically, they will prepare some hanger for you, but you want to extra for your suit, for your formal attire, please bring along. You want it, okay? And so another thing is your hair products. So brother and sister, please bring your own product for your styling and your hair and other hair accessory. You can do your own thing, but bring your own. Unless you want to ask help for our stylish, that is different. So they will help you, but you also bring your own accessory, so that they can help you how to make beautiful look for yourself. And the makeup, please bring your own foundation and premium, because it matches. But because Korea's people, the thing that foundation maybe not match you, so please bring your own foundation. So in order to have nice and beautiful makeup for you as a bride and bridegroom. And after that, regarding on the personal medication, so you have a few, because from airport to the area to our hotel, maybe it takes some 2 hour plus. So that you need to also, if you have a move sickness, so please bring your own medicine, or you have some medicine for yourself. So for health issues, you can also bring a loan. Okay, this is a medicine. And pocket money, how much? Not how much, but depend on you how you spend it. But more important that actually our accommodation area, we don't have a money changer. So please change before depart, or you change it at the airport side, at the airport. And why internet, Wi-Fi. So actually in accommodation area or in the Cheonju, in the building, they have the Wi-Fi. However, due to a limited uh, so many people usage, so that you may not easy to get the Wi-Fi. If you want it, please purchase a SIM card, or you have your international roaming service prior to depart from your original places. So please get your internet. And lastly, so the adapter. So adapter correct is the type F. So mean two round pin. So that is just two round pins. Please bring an adapter that should do Korea adapter and plug. Okay, so I think just for my side. So yes, Brian, we are very welcome all of you for those who come to Korea, and please prepare yourself internally and externally, and then you can receive more grace and blessing from heaven. Thank you so much, Brian sister. May God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Reverend Lam Shanghai, for guiding us through the blessing logistics and program for those participants who are going to attend in Korea. Thank you so much. So if you want to clarify things about the logistics and programs, after the presentation of the blessing logistics in the Philippines, we'll be having the question and answer portion. So please wait till then. Thank you very much. And again, thank you very much, Reverend Shanghai, for that presentation. Next, for the blessing logistics in the Philippines, to guide us through, let us all welcome Reverend John Rodbert Gregorio, the FFWPU Secretary General in the Philippines, on his presentation.
Thank you so much, Ate Flor. Good afternoon to all of our precious brothers and sisters in Asia Pacific. I will be presenting to you the blessing logistics in the Philippines. Can you allow me to share my screen? Thank you so much. So this is the 2026 Yojong Cheonju Blessing Ceremony preparations in the Philippines. Basically, Philippines is one of the important satellite locations for the 2026 Yojong Cheonju Blessing. So let me start with the details of the participation. In the Philippines, we have confirmed participants. The blessing location, 6 individuals will be participating in Korea, and then we have 25 individuals participating here in the Philippines with the following details. And then for the local participation in the Philippines, we have 12 Filipino couples, 1 Filipino-Korean, 1 Filipino-Japanese, 1 Filipino-Canadian, 1 Filipino-American, 1 Filipino-Romanian, 1 Filipino-Lithuania, and then 1 Filipino-Thai, and 1 Pakistan couple or Pakistani couple who will be participating in the Philippines. For more information about the blessing details in the Philippines, we have created a information page, www.hjblessing.online. From there, you can see the registration information, the local minute-per-minute events in the Philippines we have here. The Korea schedule as well, we put in there. And also the 2025 blessing report, as it can be reference of the blessing candidates in the Philippines. So please visit this website so that you can check all the details that you need, especially those who are participating in the Philippines. So this is the summary of the schedule in the Philippines that we prepare. Basically, April 30 is the arrival of the participants and staff in the headquarter church in Quezon City. And then exactly 2 p.m., let me just show my, oh yeah, 2 p.m., that would be the check-in in the hotel. And then uh, after the check-in, you will be having personal time. And then exactly 6 p.m., we will be having the welcome dinner at Fumisen Japanese restaurant. And then after that, personal time and sleep. The next day, May 1, 6 to 7 a.m. will be the breakfast. And then after that, we will proceed with the first lecture of the day. The venue of the education is the Hop In Hotel. And then after that, we will proceed with the presentation of the High Noon. They will be presenting their blessing education. And then we'll be having lunch. After lunch, we will be having the couples education facilitated by High Noon. And then at 1:30 p.m., that would be the lecture for the value and significance of the blessing. And then couples activity again, followed by the holy wine ceremony at 4:20 p.m. And then 5:30 p.m. will be dinner and then personal time and sleep. On May 2, Saturday, this is like a jam-packed schedule. Wake-up call for all the participants would be 4 a.m. in the morning. And then from 5 a.m. up to 6:45 a.m., that is allotted for breakfast or slight breakfast. And then it will proceed with the hair and makeup, no? So please take note, those who will be participating in the Philippines, please, you need to prepare your own hair and makeup if you have your own arrangement. But here in the headquarter church, we just prepare the basic. But if you can bring your own hair and makeup, much better. And then for the 7 a.m. Schedule, for those who are arriving late, we allotted this 7 a.m. for your holy wine. And then 8 a.m. to 11 a.m., that would be the commemoration of the 65th anniversary of the Holy Marriage wedding of our true parents, as well as the 2026 Yojong Chonjo blessing ceremony. So it runs from 8 to 11 a.m. And then we will proceed with lunch. This is a packed lunch at the second floor of the headquarter church. And then changing of attire. In the afternoon, we'll be having the lecture 3, the 40-day Johnson condition and the meaning of the Trinity. And then we will proceed with break. Then followed by lecture 4, the meaning and the value of chastening ceremony. And as well as the ceremony itself, rest, then go back to hotel. And in the evening of May 2, we will be having the gala night, or this is like the closing dinner for all of the blessing participants and guests. And then lastly, on May 3, this is the last day of our event. Um, 6 to 7 a.m. breakfast in the hotel. And then pick up in the hotel would be 9 a.m. This will be also the checkout for all of the participants. And we encourage you to participate in the local Sunday service in the headquarter church. So we will be recognizing all of the blessing participants during the Sunday service. And then lunch, and that would end the whole program for the 2026 Yojong Chonjo blessing. So this is the main venue, the Philippine headquarter church. And it's very near, no, actually, from the hotel, like 3 minutes if you will be riding a car. We don't suggest to walk, but if you can ride the car, or we will be providing transportation back and forth for our blessing participants, so that no need to walk or no need to ride uh like car or taxi during the day. And also, this is the venue for the blessing education in the Hapin Hotel. This will be in the third floor of the hotel. I would like to share also about the things to bring during this program. We would like to ask you to bring your holy wine dress for men and women, the blessing attire for men and women. Yeah, if you have Christinahan, and then tuxedo or suit for men. And then also we would like to ask you to bring your gala night attire. And for number four, this is very important also, the chastening ceremony attire. You need to wear long pants. Please do not wear um, like the maong or the thick one. Please bring also your toiletries and medication, and also your ID or passport for the hotel reservation, or for the hotel accommodation. We will be asking for your IDs. And also, I would like to share about the contents of the blessing kit that you will be receiving. For brothers, you will receive bow tie and corsage, white gloves, notebook and pen, blessing guidebook, and the 40-day Johnson condition workbook. For sisters, blessing kit, a flower bouquet, hairband, white gloves, notebook and pen, blessing guidebook, and the 40-day Johnson workbook, as well as the flower bouquet. These are the flower bouquet that we prepare for brothers, and corsage for the flower bouquet for sisters, and corsage for our brothers. And I would like also to inform you that all of the blessing participants in the Philippines, you will be receiving this souvenir. Each couple will receive one box. Inside the box is a two photo book, and then two 5-hour official photo, plus two Polaroid Gala Night photo. So these are the uh, photo book. So this is a collection of pictures during your journey in your blessing. So each of you will be receiving one box, but inside the box, that the couple will receive two different sets of photo book. Yeah, basically these are the motif for the blessing in the Philippines. I would like to share, these are the photo booths, the welcome ark, and also the aisle in the chapel. These are the arrangement in the main chapel of the church. Yeah. And yeah, for the welcome dinner, we will be doing the welcome dinner in Fumisen Japanese restaurant on April 30, Thursday, 6 p.m. And then after that, on May 1, we'll be having the blessing education. This is on Friday, as well as the holy wine ceremony. May 2 is the blessing, Saturday, and then also the chastening ceremony in the afternoon after the blessing, plus the gala night or the closing banquet in the headquarter church. So the last activity is the Sunday service for all of the blessing participants, plus the congregation, the local congregation in Metro Manila. So for more informations, please contact the Blessing Directory. You can coordinate with Ate Cathy, Ate Flor, or me, the program head, or you can contact the local national headquarters local number for more information and clarification about the blessing in the Philippines. So with this, thank you so much, my dear brothers and sisters. We are so excited to welcome you all, and let us all pray for the success of our 2026 Yojong Chonjo Blessing. Good afternoon.
Thank you very much, Reverend John, for that clear guidance for our blessing participants here in headquarters here in the Philippines. Okay, so let's give a hand to our Reverend John. Thank you so much po. We now open the floor for the question and answer session. So if you have questions or any questions, you may raise your hand or type your questions in the chat box, or you can send it to our Q&A staff. Okay, so we will now entertain your questions. Do you have any questions or clarifications po? It is your time po to ask questions. And also let us invite our lecturers to answer the questions. Okay, so we have here the first question asked beforehand. First question is, until when is the deadline of the blessing donation? So this probably would be answered by Tita Dulce.
Sorry, for the Philippines,
Hello?
if I can answer.
Okay. Yes, please.
Yeah, for the Philippines, we set two deadlines, April 15, and then the last deadline would be April 25.
All right, thank you very much. How about others? Tita Dulce?
Anyway, actually, each nation has their own deadline. So please refer to your BFD. Okay.
Yes, thank you so much, Reverend John and Tita Dulce, for answering the question. Okay, so we have here another question for Auntie Koiping. Please elaborate more why you mentioned you need to get rid of your fallen figure and make yourself perfect, and mention that you are imperfect without your spouse. It sounds contradicting each other. Again, please elaborate more why you mentioned you need to get rid of every you need to get rid every of your fallen figure and make yourself perfect, and mention that you are imperfect without your spouse. It sounds contradicting each other. Auntie Karping?
Thank you for the question. Sorry that if I have confused you. But my point is, because we are not perfect, this is for a fact, right? Even now, how many years of marriage, we are still imperfect. However, because we know that we are entering into a new chapter of our life, there are certain habits that we know we need to get rid of before we go into the marriage. For example, addiction, pornography, something that you know it will damage the relationship, something that you need to be seriously assess, or there are some habit that easy to get angry, disrespect, talk like the manner of you talking to to your family members and all that. So these are habit that we have been get used to it. So my point is that before we embark into the next chapter, you need to realize that these are the habits that I need to get rid of before I enter into the marriage. It is not easy. Sometimes you want to get rid 100%. It's not easy. So you have to start to get rid of slowly by slowly, little by little, so that the moment you are into the marriage, you have less fallen nature to deal with. That is what my point is. And there are still fallen nature the moment we enter into the marriage. And then that is what you need to grind together with your spouse so that we can complement each other. That is what I mean. So it's not that I have to perfect before I enter into marriage. No, we need for good. We have to be realized as to what our fallen nature at this moment. We do not have this, or we easy to feel this. So these are things that only we know our own fallen nature. Your spouse may not know. So you need to have that determination to quickly get rid of that and enter the marriage. However, if we still could not, despite all the effort into doing this, we still unable to get rid, then there will surely be some struggle in the relationship. That is the time that we need to work together with our spouse in order to get rid of. So there are also spouses that when they are in the marriage, then only they slowly change and slowly transform into a better person. So that's why I say, get rid of your fallen nature now, enter into a new chapter of your life. While in the new chapter of your life, you still need to continue to work on to get rid of our fallen nature. And that is the time our spouse play his role or her role to make us perfect. That is what I mean. I hope that I have made it clear. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Corping, for answering the question. Thank you po. Okay, another question for Reverend John. Are all participants in the Philippines required to stay in the hotel?
Yeah. Good afternoon po once again. Yes po, we highly required po all of the participants to be in the hotel. The reason po is because the event po is we are catching up with the schedule, and it's difficult for us if some of the participants are not intact with the whole program. That's why we are requiring, we highly required actually all of the participants to be intact together, because the blessing po is like a group effort and not just only an individual schedule. That's why very important po that all of the participants are in one location. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Reverend John. Okay, so we have some questions coming. Another question for Reverend John. In the Philippine blessing, may we know the proper attire for the different occasion?
Yeah, I think we will post in the group chat the sample of the dress, especially for the gala night and for the chastening ceremony. But for the chastening ceremony, it's just only white t-shirt and pants, but not the maong or the thick one. Yeah, but yeah, we will post in the group chat sample dresses for the blessing, for the chastening ceremony, and for the gala night, so that you can have your reference.
Thank you, Reverend John. Question for Reverend Lam Shanghai. If my spouse is from Korea or Japan, which accommodation should I go? Should I follow the international accommodations, programs, and guidelines, or those specific to my spouse country? Additionally, if I follow my spouse country's guidelines and schedule, does that mean that the accommodation will only be from May 1 to 2? I also have another question. What time will the airport pick up to the hotel be? So I think we're going to chop it up. There's a lot of questions. So the first question here is, if my spouse is from Korea or Japan, which accommodation should I go?
Okay.
Reverend
I
Shanghai.
have question to the person asked. Your spouse, brother or sister? Because if you are brother, usually you the sister will follow brother. For example, I from Asia Pacific, I'm a brother, so the spouse from Korea or from Korea or from Japan, actually they are from Japan especially. Japan will follow us, follow Asia Pacific, yeah, international team. So that's why they will follow our Asia Pacific team and also our program. However, I think according to I think to say for Korean, they will need to follow the Korean, right? Some situation. I think to say, is it the Korean spouse, regardless man or woman, they will follow the Korean schedule?
Yeah, for Korean spouses, you have to stay in Vivaldi.
Vidati Park, right?
The accommodation.
Yes.
And you can stay the same number of days in Elysian. Like for example, you can go there on the 30th until May 3. But for the Japanese Asian, they have to, I mean, no, we are Asia Pacific. They have to stay in Elysian. Japanese partner, they will stay in Elysian.
Division.
Yes.
Yes, thank you so much. So the sister is from Philippines and the partner is Korean. Just to add up. So another thing here is, should I follow the international accommodation program and guidelines of those specific to my spouse country?
So you mean that the partner, the sister from Philippines, the partner from Korea, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I think according to what I think to say, actually we because the Korean partner need to follow Korea's schedule. And as per Atitude say, so even though they will start on from Korea schedule only first and second event, but for Asia Pacific we can stay in Elysian Hotel, right? And after that we will move to the another resort, or how Atitude say how the
No, those Korean partner, they can go directly from the airport to Vivaldi
okay, okay,
on the 30th.
okay. So mean that they will go directly, we will pick up them and go to directly to the Korea accommodation. They'll stay there,
Yes,
start
about
from the 30th April. And then they will meet their
to
spouse
make.
on 1st May, right? Enjoy the event
No,
together.
I think they already have arrangement that those Korean whose partner is international, they have to come to the accommodation also same with the spouse. For those international only, but for Korean couple, they will come to the accommodation venue on May 1 and 2.
Okay, so just to clarify, so the accommodation will be on May 1 to 2 only.
For the Korean, but for Korean international, it will start on April 30
Yeah.
and end on May 3 for the international.
Mm.
Thank you so much. I hope that is clear.
Can I
So,
add? Can I
yes,
add
please.
Yeah, yes,
information? Last year we also had the same cases. Some sisters came in early, but we weren't sure of their information. So please make sure if if your spouse is Korean, make sure that you fill in your information. You will be arriving on April 30, because if you don't fill in your information, we cannot send that to IHQ. They cannot prepare buses for you. So if you don't have your information, we cannot prepare bus times. So according to the information that we have received, we will be able to prepare the bus. As of now, we cannot give information about the bus and pickup time because the information is not yet complete. But once the informations are all complete, then later on, IHQ will be giving bus times and bus schedules. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much po, Mrs. Yashiro, for that information. We have one more question. Are family members of the couples allowed to join the lectures, chastise ceremony, etc., as scheduled?
Yeah, I think that one is for the Philippines. So in the Philippines, well, actually, if you want to experience the whole blessing itself, we are open for the registration as well for the guests of the blessing participants. That would be, I think, $100 per head. But if you will not register as guest, you can participate in the chastening ceremony as a parent, and then for the blessing itself. But for the education, actually we have a head count in the hotel, so they are counting all of the packs or all of the person who are entering the education room. So I think that would be limited only for the registered participants. But you can participate in the chastening ceremony if you are a parent and for the blessing ceremony itself. But if you want to
Yes,
experience the whole blessing, we suggest you can register as participant as well, or a guest of the participants. Yeah, thank you.
yes, thank you so much. How about in Korea for those families who are going to attend?
I think for the Korea side, the same thing. If their parents register as participant and they pay them for the for accommodation fee, so actually they are allowed to join all the event. Yeah, they are allowed to join the event. Yeah, and also including the food because they pay for the accommodation, the cover entire program. Yes.
Yes, thank you so much. We have one more question here. My spouse is from Japan. The Japan side BFD said the fees already include hairstyling. Is it included at the international hotel?
Yes, for Japan. Yes. Yeah.
Yes,
For
for
Asia
Japan.
Pacific,
Thank you
only
so much.
certain for Asia, only certain country they are entitled because their blessing donation is very high, so that they're included. Yeah, Japan also very high, so they're included. But other country, some country, yeah, please confirm with your BFD. So your country entire for this hair and also the makeup. If not, you need to pay just as I say, it's a $50 for hair setting and also for makeup. Yeah, thank you.
Yes, thank you so much. Another follow-up question. Another question. Do we need to wear white clothes for the continental program or any color is fine? Do we need to wear white clothes for the continental program or any color is fine? First,
I
maybe
think
from Reverend Shanghai.
yeah, because a continental event have two. One is we have like the continental orientation, mean they welcome them, and that one we can any color, no issue. And after that, we have another event. We meet our continental director with our Ren Yutaka and others Asia Pacific leaders. That time maybe need to wear formal because all the leaders come. We want to have a beautiful group photo. So during that time. Yeah, I think to say want to add on something on that.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you so much. I think that would be same in the Philippines. Yes. Okay, thank you so much. And one last question for Mrs. Yashiro. Can you give us some practical advice on the internal preparation for the upcoming blessing?
Practical advice for internal preparation: pray for each other. I think right now everyone is very focused on preparing externally their dress, their tuxedo, their hair and makeup. Everyone is preparing for that. But for internally, I think you can pray for each other, especially if you're a second generation couple or intergen couple. Your parents can pray with you together. You know, the blessing is not just for you, but for the whole family. So the family could pray together. Is what I would say for internal preparation. Also, like you can also do hundokets together and do like while you're doing hundoket together, you can talk about, you know, your reflection about the hundoke and also like your external preparation as a couple. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much, Ate Yeson, for that answering the question. So we still have question coming. So, hi po, ask lang, sa hotel accommodation po, sama-sama ba sa isang room na lahat ng sister participants or separate room po here in the Philippines? I think this would be for Sir John,
Yeah,
for hotel
thank you.
accommodation.
In the Philippines, our arrangement in the hotel, that would be a twin bed. So meaning in one room, two participants, two sisters, all sisters, dalawa lang, two only. So twin bed, our arrangement. So expect that you will be having your roommate for the blessing in the Philippines.
Yes, thank you so much. Another question, how much is the blessing donation this year?
So the
How
blessing
much is the
donation is
blessing
same like
donation?
last year.
Actually, basically same as last year.
Yes. Just need to add
All
on the
right.
accommodation fee. Yeah, accommodation fee. Yes.
All right. Thank you very much, everyone. So if you have questions, additional or some clarifications that you would love to ask, please feel free to contact also your local BFDs. And we don't have much time to discuss all the matters, but our BFDs are ready to answer your questions. Thank you very much to our lecturers, to Mrs. Isona Shiro, and also to Mrs. Koiping, Tita Dulce, Reverend Shanghai, and Reverend Chan. Thank you very much po for answering all the questions. Thank you very much. Okay, so is everyone okay? Can I see thumbs up if you are still there? We are not yet finished. Yes, thank you so much, everyone, for staying. Okay. At this time, to give us the closing message, let us welcome Mrs. Catherine Gregorio, the Director of the BFD Philippines.
Beloved brothers and sisters, as we conclude this Asia Pacific Blessing Education, let us carry with us the spirit of unity, hope, and devotion that has filled our time together. Now, today, we have not only deepened our understanding of the blessing, but also strengthening the bands that connect us across nations and cultures. The journey ahead is sacred, and the upcoming May 2 blessing is a precious opportunity to embody heaven's dream in our lives. May each of you go forward with confidence, purity of heart, and unwavering faith, knowing that you are supported by the prayers and love of your family and community. We wish you all the best as you prepare for this holiday. May heaven's guidance be with you, and may your steps be blessed with joy, strength, and victory. Good luck, and let us meet again with renewed heart at the blessing. Thank you, and God bless you all.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Catherine, for that heartfelt closing message. Thank you po. Okay, for a final announcement, yes, kindly give us your feedback and reflections about this workshop. So please scan or screenshot your screen. You can scan the QR code above, or you can click the link sent at the chat box. So we'll be sending also the link in the chat box. So please do or give us your feedback and reflections. Thank you very much. Okay, so to formally conclude our program, the Hyojong Cheonju Blessing Education, this day, may we invite Reverend Bino Dangi to lead us in the closing prayer.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, po.
Now, please join my prayer. 사랑하는 하늘 부모님, 천진 짬 부모님, 감사합니다. Our most beloved heavenly parents, two parents of heaven, earth, and all mankind. Thank you so much, heavenly parents, for this time today in our Asia Pacific region. We gather here in our Zoom online program. Our leaders and all the participants of our special Yejong Cheonju Blessing Program of Korea and Heavenly Parents, we truly want to give our gratefulness to our Heavenly Parents and true parents. I truly pray for all the blessing participants to really prepare and attend this blessing, which is the important blessing given by our two parents. And we truly want to join it, receive it, and we are eternally grateful to our two parents for this all things. Heavenly parents, and thank you for our lecturers today who really present and invest themselves to educate us educate our participants of the Yojong Cheonju blessing ceremony in May 2nd, 2026 in Korea. Please guide all of them who can receive eternally our two parents' love, life, and lineage. And Heavenly Parents, as you wish to expand your blessing, your love, life, and lineage throughout the world, and truly rule all the world with your true love. We truly want to pray and want to make our unity and alignment with our true mother to succeed all the providence. Thank you, Heavenly Parents. Thank you to parents. And on the behalf of our all leaders here, on the behalf of our all blessing participants and staffs, I would like to truly offer and give this prayer on the attending the Holy Mother hand with gratitude in my name. Binod Dagi, Central Place Family of Sangilgok. Aju.
Aju, aju. Thank you very much, Reverend Dangi, the BFT Director of Nepal, for that heartfelt prayer. Thank you so much. Finally, to close our program with joyful spirit, let us all join the Ogmanse led by Reverend Takaaki Ito, the national leader of Marshall Island.
Thank you very much. Is for all the lecturers. Is everyone ready? So we'll go Heavenly Parents on Manse and True Parents Heaven Earth and Humankind on Manse. And then Asia Pacific Hyojeon Cheonju Blessing Education on Manse. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. 하늘 부모님 on Manse. 전진 참 부모님 on Manse. Asia Pacific, Hyojeon, Cheonju, Blessing Education, Omase.
Wow, thank you very much, everyone, for your presence and participation on our Hyojong Cheonju Blessing Education. Thank you, everyone, to our lecturers.
Thank you so much.
You can open po your
Thank you, everyone.
audio.
See
Thank you
you in
po.
Korea and Philippines and other
Tadose,
blessing venues.
everyone.
Thank
See
you.
you soon. Great
Thank you.
Thank you,
Everyone, thank you, MC.
See you.
Thank you. 감사합니다.
Bye-bye.
See you all on your blessing day.